Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Craving Shaving. It has been far too long since I've made a video. I've been sick and my family's been sick and all kinds of other things. So I'm finally getting back into it. I actually made a video the other day, but my camera died midway through, and then I tried to finish it on my phone camera and the audio wasn't in sync again because my camera on my phone is awful. So we're just now getting around to it. It's going to be a very similar shave. Different razor than I used in that one, but the rest of it's pretty much the same. So here's what we're going to be using today. First of all, the bag I have it in isn't much of a presentation, but this is the soap that I'm going to be using. I still have a little bit left. One thing I have been doing while I've been sick is testing out a new soap, for a new soap company called Lotus Eater Soap. Lotus Eater Soaps, Lotus Eater Soap Works, something like that. Lotus Eater is the company name though. And pleasantly surprised. The person who owns the company contacted me and said, hey, would you be willing to test these soaps? And I said, yes, I will. I'll give you my honest opinion on them. And he sent me and several other people 5 different soaps, 3 bases, several different scents to get our feedback on, and we gave feedback. And I don't know what other people's feedback was because I'm not privy to that information, but my feedback was this soap is great. It just needs to have a little bit more slickness, residual slickness. And I found that this soap has it. And this is basically, he's taken our feedback and has tried to improve upon them, and I think he has. So we'll get into the shave and we'll talk about that a little bit more. The razor that we will be using is a new one for me. I've never shaved with it before. This is a Super Speed flare tip, or a Gillette, Super Speed flare tip. Here's the flare tip. So we're going to be using that. And the brush I'm going to be using is this one. Don't have a name for it yet. It's foresty looking, bronze and green. Looks really nice. And it's got the faux horsehair knot in there. I'm also, because one thing he did just tell me is with this soap he's going to put menthol in it as well. So I'm going to use some of this as well. The Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Ice Pre-Shave. I've already washed my face with it, so now I'm going to apply it and lather. So actually hold that thought because I probably should lather this up first. That way it's ready to go when I get the stuff on my face. Okay. So a couple things I really like about this soap is it lathers up pretty readily. It doesn't take a long time to lather. It's not quite as explosive maybe as certain other soaps on the market. It is a vegan soap. It's a really good vegan soap. Really thick, creamy lather. The scent on this really works for me. I really like it. It's kind of a pine citrus scent. So I like it. It's funny because when he contacted me, he said, hey, I've worked on some of the stuff that you and the other people have said, the other testers have said, and I'm going to would it be okay if I sent you another soap that I think I've improved some of those things on? I said, yeah, and he contacted me later and he said, I think I screwed up on the scent, so I apologize for the scent, but I really like it. It's, look at that. Check that out. That's some good soap. And it can take some water. It can take quite a bit of water, which I like. I hate soaps that... And it's not very many, I will say. It's not very many soaps, and I can't even think of one off the top of the head. I know it's happened before, where you add some water and all of a sudden it just ploofs out and you can't do anything with it. You can add quite a bit of water to this one. That's what I'm doing. I'm just adding water. Now, I should have shown you, I'll do a video sometime when I actually get the release soap. I'll do a video showing how much I use, because I mean, I've got gobs of this stuff, and I only used about that much soap. A little, I don't know, a little bit bigger than a peanut size, you know. Alright, anyway, let's now apply this pre-shave. It's starting to smile for me. Wet my face. This is a great pre-shave because, I mean, I don't really care, if I'm being honest, about the whole pre-shave quality of it. I love that it can add menthol and it's scentless, it's scent-free, so it doesn't conflict with your soap. I mean, it does smell like menthol, don't get me wrong, because obviously it does. Alright. Okay. Hope everyone's been doing well. Hope you all haven't been sick like I have. I wasn't sick the whole time, but my voice was gone for quite a while. And you know, I don't know about you, like when I get sick, I get a lingering cough that lasts for ages. It's not 100% over, but I'm definitely not coughing like I was. Here's my phone. Forgot to silence it. If you'll forgive me. If that really bugs you, sorry. Alright, okay, so super speed. I have a Gillette silver tip. That's not a thing. I have a Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge in here. That actually has more bite to it than I thought it would. This is my first time using this. I'm liking the menthol. It works with this. I mean, it wouldn't be my first thought to throw menthol in with a pine and citrus scent, but it works. I'm going on probably not quite a week's worth of facial hair growth here. I am pleasantly surprised with the aggression on this. It's pretty good. And that residual slickness I was talking about, it's better. It's probably, I wouldn't say it's the most residual slickness I've ever felt by any means, but it's there at least, which is really nice. I can go over stuff again. Okay. Great. Let's rinse off and we'll come back for pass two. I want to let everyone know too, I am still making shaving brushes. I know it doesn't seem like that, because I haven't had a big drop in, well, the whole month of February and a lot of January as well. So I apologize for that. If you're following me on Instagram, following my Etsy, or you know, favorited my Etsy page, you're like, man, nothing new's been up. Is he still making stuff? Again, I've just been sick, and some other family things have come up, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I did quite a bit today. I only finished one brush today, but I have 12 or 13 others that all I need to do is sand them and polish them and buff them and all that stuff. So not for this weekend, but definitely for next weekend. I should have a pretty healthy drop. Maybe I'll do a midweek one. You know what? I'm saying that. I probably won't, though, because my wife and I are going on vacation. So I probably won't do anything until we get back. We're going to Washington, D.C. Because my sister and her husband just moved there. Well, not just. They've lived there a year. And they're actually moving back. And so we thought, well, what better time to go to Washington, D.C. when we have family we can stay with, and you know, they can show us around and all that. So that should be fun. If you're, you know, from the area, you've been there often or something like that, let me know down in the comments what things are like a must that I gotta go check out, and I'll make a point to do it. I'm really excited to go. I have not. Let me rinse off and we'll come back and I'll talk about it during the next pass. 1 second. Alright. Still gobs of the stuff. I love that in a soap. When it doesn't take much and you just get a ton of it. That's one of my favorite aspects of a soap. CK6 does it really well. Summer Break Soaps does it really well. Now Lotus Eater too. They're right up there. Anyway, especially if the government happens to be shut down. If you can think of any things that are still open when the government's shut down, let me know, because that's, I think, still a possibility, isn't it? I don't know. I don't follow it terribly much, but it seems like I could probably get another several passes with this stuff. I love it. Okay, against the grain. I like this razor. This is great. These vintage ones, I haven't had great luck with them up until recently. And the last few that I've got some gem razors that are just fantastic. And I got a slim adjustable. I like this one better than the slim adjustable though, so far. It's flare tip. I'm thinking of having it done, if it's possible, by North Shore Razors or one of them, Delta Echo. Has anyone had one done by those places? Because the plating on this isn't great, and I'm wondering, can they do it if the plating's not great? Because they're recoating it, so I'd imagine they just need a good clean surface with no cracks and things like that. Still slick. Bunch of my beard still too. So I will let you know when things happen with this soap. I'm excited about it. All of the test soap scents were great. There was a lemongrass one. There was one that was ginger and something. Ginger and, hold on. What was it? It smelled like oranges out of it, but when I lathered it up, oh, bergamot. Ginger and bergamot. That's what it was. Ginger and bergamot. And then my favorite of the scents that he did was sandalwood and patchouli. Neither of which I'm a big fan of, but his mixed together, oh, smelled so good. So I will let you guys know when more's going on with that. Nice, cool menthol feeling right now from the pre-shave soap. Pretty close. Let me if you haven't used one of these, I'm just assuming I'm behind the trend and that most of you have used one of these, but I guess you could be new to wet shaving and haven't used one. It's a great razor. It's fairly mild though. And I've heard everywhere that it's fairly mild. It's not as mild as other things that I've used, but it is fairly mild. So if you want something really aggressive, the red tip would be up your alley. Same general look, but the bottom's red. And it's supposed to be a little more aggressive. So this one's probably the one I want. I would probably handle the other, what is it, the blue tip that's more mild, or the black tip or something like that. I don't remember. There's lots of tips. But this one works great for me. So great shave. Let me clean up and we will do some recap and some post shave and all that. So 1 second. Very nice. Oh, it feels good to have shaven, have shaved. It feels good to shave. It's been too long, guys. All right. This is the aftershave for today. This is great stuff. Barbasol Brisk. Why is it great? Well, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love this stuff. Okay, Skin Bracer. Turns out the reason I like Skin Bracer, love the kind of powdery, minty, vanilla scent, whatever it is. I can't even put a finger on it. And it's cheap. You can pick it up for $3 or $4 at Walmart. Well, someone turned me on to Barbasol Brisk. Same color, same kind of deal. Very similar scent. And you buy it at the Dollar General for just a couple bucks. It's like $1 something, or it's the Dollar General, so everything's not like $1. I'm gonna get a second helping because why not? The stuff's cheap. Just lather it on there. Slather it on there, not lather. All right. Great shave. Love that stuff. Okay. It smells very similar to there's that cough coming back. Very similar to Skin Bracer. I think it's the menthol. Yeah. And we also used Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Ice Pre-Shave, which is fantastic stuff. And finished off with Barbasol Brisk. So great stuff. I will be doing a brush drop soon. I don't know when. Probably after the Valentine's Day weekend, 'cause that's when we're going on vacation. But I'll have a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll do a couple, like a small drop this week, a couple brushes. But mostly we are going to just wait until we get back. I don't want to, sell a bunch of stuff while I'm gone. So hopefully you guys have something exciting for Valentine's Day. Anyway, if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see with my brushes, with my channel, let me know either in the comments below or at cravingshaving@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any good jokes, I'd love to hear them in the comments or in the email. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to this way overdue episode of Craving Shaving. Hope you have a wonderful day.